Всем добрый день, доброе утро. Как меня видно и слышно? Добрый день. Пожалуйста, напишите мне, как вам видно и слышно. У нас пока немного участников, поэтому собираемся. Вот уже Авинаш присоединился к нам. Here is Avinash. So far, not many people joined.
I see 2 attendees, right?
Yeah. So I'm asking the participants to put pluses for good sound and good video.
Okay.
Пожалуйста, дайте нам знать, мне и Авинашу, плюсик за хорошо видно и плюсик за хорошо слышно. Те участники, которые уже присоединились. Так. Пока чат молчит. Итак, сегодня у нас вебинар, который посвящен отельной цепочке Attitude. Attitude – это отельная цепочка, которая располагается на Маврикии, и в их распоряжении сейчас 9 гостиниц. Одна стоит особняком, потому что это 5-звездочная гостиница. И другие 8 гостиниц в формате 4 и 3 звезды. Итак, сегодня у нас Авинаш, и он представитель гостиницы, sales и маркетинг, и он расскажет сегодня детальнее о гостиничной цепочке, о отелях, которые они предлагают, и также он расскажет детальнее о своем лучшем продукте, да, о отеле Paradise Cove. Напоминаю, что на прошлой неделе я делала рассылку, где рассказывала свое видение гостиницы. Также видео, как выглядят номера, можно увидеть на Facebook-страничке NLM, поэтому заходите, если не были там еще. Там также много других видеообзоров гостиниц, не только этой цепочки, но и других гостиниц Маврикия. Это такое маленькое вступительное слово. So, hello Avinash, I think we will start and slowly the participants will join.
Yeah.
And word is yours. Дорогие участники, я отключусь на момент, пока будет вести свою речь Авинаш, и буду оставаться в режиме онлайн в чате. Если у вас будут вопросы, пишите их на русском или английском языке, как вам удобнее. И где-то через 45 минут, через час, когда Авинаш закончит, у нас будет блок вопросов. Поэтому если у вас есть вопросы, можете их прописывать в чате, и будем отвечать на них в конце. Тогда я уже включусь, и мы вдвоем ответим на все ваши вопросы. Итак, желаю вам приятного вебинара. Я выключаюсь пока.
Thank you, Nadia. Well, thank you everyone for joining us today, giving me the opportunity to talk a bit about Attitude Hotels. So, as some of you might already know, we have 9 properties in Mauritius. 8 hotels fall under the Attitude brand, and we have 1 hotel, Paradise Cove Boutique Hotel, which we manage. So to give you an idea, Attitude, we are the reference in 3-star and 4-star hotels in Mauritius, 8 hotels in the north and the east coast, and we also manage, as mentioned to you, Paradise Cove Boutique Hotel, which is a 5-star property located in the north of Mauritius. So today, since we have limited time, I will go more into depth in the Ravenala Attitude, which is our 4-star all-suite hotel. Also, Tropical Attitude, which is a 3-star adult-only hotel on the East Coast. And I will also talk about Paradise Cove Boutique Hotel. And of course, throughout the presentation, please feel free to send me your questions on the chat box, and I will answer them after the presentation. So just to give you an idea of our structure, so Attitude, we have 9 properties, and as you can see, the hotels are divided into 3 different categories. We have cozy hotels, Coin de Mire in the north and Friday in the east, which are 3-star properties which welcome families. We have our 4-star, our adult-only hotels, where obviously we welcome only adults. So Emeraude and Tropical are both located on the East Coast. Recif and Lagoon, which is not on the slide here because it's quite new, are both located in the north. And we have our leisure hotels and resorts, big resorts like Zilwa and Ravenala, which can accept both couples and families. So one thing which is important, what differentiates Attitude from other hotel groups like our competitors, it's not only the fact that we are the leaders in 3 and 4 stars, but also the fact that we really push the Mauritian touch and the Mauritian culture towards the clients. So if someone really wants to discover the real Mauritius, you encourage them to come to an Attitude hotel. We have our branding, namely Authentic Attitude, which you may have seen in this page here, Authentic Attitude, where we propose 100% Mauritian experiences to our guests. And I will come back to them later during the presentation. So without further ado, let's start with the Ravenala Attitude. Ravenala Attitude is located on the northwest coast of Mauritius, 15 minutes from Port Louis and 15 minutes from Grand Bay, which you all know very well, and is easily connected to different places of interest in Mauritius. Now, in terms of unique selling points for Ravenala Attitude, firstly, it is the first 4-star all-suite hotel in Mauritius. We have 272 suites, including in 3 different room categories. We have 10 restaurants in the hotel, including 7 accessible for guests on half-board and all-inclusive. We have conference room facilities, we do weddings, and as in all Attitude properties, we have the all-in, all-out package, which is the all-inclusive package, but the difference being that when the guests arrive in the hotel, even before checking in, they can already use the all-inclusive package. And same, once they have checked out at noon, if their flight is late in the evening, they can still be using the all-inclusive facilities in the hotel. Now, in terms of rooms in the hotel, we have 272 suites, including 130 couple suites of 64 square meters, so it's very spacious for a 4-star property. We have a seafront adult-only wing, of which we have 40 rooms, and 102 family suites where we can accommodate 2 adults and up to 3 children. So it is really ideal for large families, even couples traveling who want some privacy. We have the adult-only wing, so it's the best balance for both types of guests. So as we continue, we have 6 bars, being quite a large hotel. The bar by the pool, the beach bar, different bars at the restaurant. Bistro, where you get your burgers and meals, which is also the sports bar where we preview sports events. We also have a nightclub called After, which is open from 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., which is open every night. So if you want to party, you want to have fun, After is definitely the place to be. We have a balcony bar, which is near the reception, and the sky bar. Now, in terms of culinary experience at Ravenala, we have 10 restaurants, as mentioned to you earlier, 7 of which are included in the half-board package, and 2 of them are with supplement and are adult only. We also have a restaurant which is only open during the day. So the main restaurant, Mosaic, which accommodates guests for breakfast and dinner, offers international cuisine and is quite varied every day. We have A Tavola, which is our Italian restaurant. And I can tell you, having a Italian general manager at the hotel, that the quality of Italian food at A Tavola is always top-notch. Madame Ming, which is our Chinese restaurant. Oh, our beach restaurant. As you can see, we have tables in the sand itself. And I'll take this opportunity to talk about the beach. We have a beautiful beach at Ravenala. We lately had a few problems with erosion, but we took some corrective measures. And now we have a very large beach with fine sand and a very nice sea to swim in. It's very safe for the guests. And I know that guests from Ukraine, it's really important for them to have a nice beach. And you can trust us to have this taken care of at Ravenala. Of course, being Mauritian, we have a beach barbecue restaurant. Us Mauritians really like to have a barbecue on the beach under the trees. And you can definitely have the same atmosphere in our hotel. So it's open during lunch and dinner and is a mix of different meats and seafood. And it's a very nice, lively atmosphere. You're having your barbecue, your feet in the sand. You hear the waves from where you're sitting and the rustle of the leaves. It's a very, very nice setting. We also have a Japanese restaurant, it's a sushi bar for lunch, and a Japanese menu for dinner. And our chef is Mauritian, but he has lived in Japan for many, many years, and now he's back and gives the same experience to our guests. Lime Restaurant is one of our restaurants with supplement for lunch and dinner. We also have Riviera, which is a floating restaurant on the beach, on the river, on Rivière Citron, and is an ideal place for honeymooners and couples. And we serve mostly seafood dishes. And you can imagine at night on the floating restaurant with a sunset and surrounded by trees. It is a truly unique experience. Bistro, which offers different types of meat, burgers, steaks, and so on. Bistro type cuisine, which is open for dinner. And also 2 signature restaurants that we have in all Attitude properties, namely Cotonou, which is located by the river in a beautiful setting, which offers typical Mauritian cuisine and is quite unique in Mauritius. We change the meals, the recipes every 6 months, and it is the kind of food that you will experience in a Mauritian's house, but not too spicy and not too hot as well. We have a Cotonou in every Attitude property, and I must say it is really worth the stay, really worth trying. And lastly, we have a Tabaji, again, one of our signature restaurants at Attitude, which is open for lunch and offers Mauritian street food right on the beach. We understand that some guests, they don't want to venture outside and try different kinds of food, so we offer the same experience to our guests. And if you are on all-in, all-out, that is all-inclusive, lunch is included at tabaji, so you can have dal puris, rotis, chili bites, boiled noodles, typical Mauritian food in the hotel setting. And this is one of the authentic experiences that we want to give to our guests. The culinary experience. We have not only the restaurant, we also have a cooking class once or twice a week, depending on the demand, where the guests can learn to cook a Mauritian dish. And then when they go home, they can teach it to their friends again. We have the authentic dinner, where you have the opportunity to go to have dinner at someone's house, a Mauritian's house. It's someone who works at the hotel, and it's at 600 rupees per person, with 200 rupees taxi to and from the hotel, to go to the person's house, to see how they live and try different types of dishes and to learn how to cook them as well. And you have a good time there and you come back to the hotel. This is a truly unique experience that we offer at Attitude in all of our hotels, and it is becoming more and more popular to the extent that we have it once a week, and at some times of the year we even have to increase it to twice a week. And the hotel, we don't make any profit from it. The money goes directly to the family members, to the staff who are hosting the guests at their house. Now, moving on, we have a spa as well at Ravenala Attitude, and a kids and teenage club at the hotel. We also have transit rooms, and coming to the authentic experiences, not only do we have the culinary experience, we have the authentic music, which teaches guests how to play local Mauritian music instruments. We have the authentic bazaar, where they can come and discover products made by local people in the local community and buy the items from them directly without us making any money out of it. And we encourage the guests, of course, to speak to our staff, to our family members. And also which is quite popular, is that we have our own application called Authentic Discovery, which is available on Google and iOS phones. So it is like Google Maps, and we have different trips, different itineraries for guests to go and discover Mauritius by themselves, by walking, by taking the bus, by taking a bicycle, or renting out a car, if they can really discover the real Mauritius. Now, we move to the East Coast to discover Tropical Attitude, which is quite a unique property in Mauritius, very recently renovated by us a few months ago in November. We opened villas in a 3-star hotel, and we renovated the common areas of the hotel as well. So Tropical is located on the east at Trou de Douce, with beautiful views of a lagoon and the east coast. We now have 11 villas there. It is an adult-only property, and let me show you what the villas look like. So 11 one-bedroom villas with no kitchen and a bathroom overlooking a garden. The villa itself is about 60 square meters, quite spacious. And as you can see, it has its own private garden with sun loungers, a plunge pool which is 3 meters by 4 meters, and its own hammock. The villa is about the same price as the starting category of Ravenala, which is a 4-star hotel. So at the price of a starting category of a 4-star hotel, you can now have an exclusive and private villa in a 3-star hotel in Mauritius. The villas are not sea view, they are located behind the rooms of the hotel, but of course the guest has access to all the facilities of the hotel itself. The villas were recently opened in November, and I must say that they are very, very popular on many markets right now, especially due to its privacy and price point. It is a very boutique hotel atmosphere, very Mauritian, with a Mauritian touch being an Attitude property. And at the moment, we are working on new concepts for the villa. For example, we can do private dinners in the villa, a private barbecue with an extensive menu, which is not expensive at all, at about 500 rupees per person. You can have your own barbecue, and with a supplement, it can be a lobster barbecue, a steak barbecue, and we give you a very thorough menu about that. And your own plunge pool, your own privacy. Now, the hotel itself, we have 3 room categories, including the villas. We have 3 shuttles to Île-aux-Cerfs, 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon, to make the most of the beautiful beach and water at Île-aux-Cerfs. I believe that Île-aux-Cerfs doesn't need an introduction anymore. It's quite popular in many markets. We have a very nice and cozy bar lounge. We recently opened a new sun deck on the roof of a main restaurant with, again, beautiful views of the East Coast. We have 1 main swimming pool and 11 individual swimming pools for the villas. We have an arrival and departure lounge in a 3-star property, which I must say is very spacious, very clean and ideal for travelers. It is a sea-facing hotel, a seafront property, and all of the rooms are sea-facing. We also have a Cotonou restaurant and tabagie as in all Attitude hotels, and this is Île-aux-Cerfs, as most of you are already familiar with. So in terms of rooms, we have 34 couple seafront rooms, very nice and airy rooms. Again, this is a 3-star property, but with a very nice decoration. We have 24 couple deluxe rooms, which are a bit larger in surface area than the couple seafront rooms. As you can see on the picture above, the rooms, when you open the main doors, when you wake up in the morning, you open the curtains, you have a direct view of the beautiful lagoon in front of you. We offer the all-inclusive package, and you can take a picnic box and go spend the day at Île-aux-Cerfs. You come back in the afternoon, you enjoy the sun lounges, you go on the sun deck, or you go back to your villa. And it is a really small and cozy hotel where our staff have the opportunity to really get to know the different clients and offer a very personalized service. We have guests from all over the world, mostly European, and I must say it is a quite good mix. Really, really worth going there. So the villas we've already touched earlier, 11 of them. We will have the official pictures very soon. We are just waiting on our photographers to deliver them to us, so it should be online very soon. I will share with Nadia the links to our fact sheets and pictures, and you can definitely get in touch with her for more detailed information. Now, in terms of restaurants, we have 3 outlets. Beau La Mer, which is the main restaurant, open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with stunning views of the lagoon, of course. Tabagie, which is a street food outlet, and Cotonou, as in all Attitude properties. and bars, 2 bars, CU, which is by the sea, and Moonrise, which is the near the swimming pool. So we have a spa at Tropical Attitude as well, 3 treatment rooms, and is open from 9 till 8. And being an adult-only hotel, we do not have a kids club. So that's it for Attitude Hotel. I went in really quickly just to give you an overview. And now I will show you a video of Paradise Cove. So just a few words before I show you the video. Paradise Cove is a 5-star adult-only hotel in the north of Mauritius. It is the only boutique hotel which offers an adult-only experience with all-inclusive in Mauritius. We recently renovated. We invested about 500 million rupees, which amounts to about 12 million euros in the property. It is a brand new hotel, beautiful hotel, with staff who have been working there for over 25 years. And now we really want to rebalance our market mix at the moment. We do have some guests from Ukraine and CIS countries, but we want to be more present in the market, which is the idea of the presentation today. So before I go into the presentation, I'm going to show you a small video of Paradise Cove so that you get an idea of what the hotel has to offer. So there we go. Okay, so let's begin with Paradise Cove Boutique Hotel. So Paradise Cove Boutique Hotel, it's important to note, is not an Attitude branded hotel. Attitude being the leader in 3 and 4-star hotels, Paradise Cove being a 5-star property. It is a different brand from Attitude Hotels. It is a member of small luxury hotels of the world. As mentioned to you, we recently renovated the hotel and it now has 75 rooms, 4 restaurants and 3 swimming pools. And it is a very unique hotel in Mauritius with its very own strong identity. We call it a place made of places because there are so many different areas that offer you a totally different atmosphere, totally different way of being. So the type of guests that we have at Paradise Cove is really the couple coming to relax, who's really looking for a private, quiet setting and who doesn't really want the big resort experience. Being a boutique hotel with 75 rooms, what we want to convey to the guests is really make them feel that they're entering a big house. In terms of decoration, as you can see in this picture, this is the entrance. You can see many different decoration, different elements that you would have when you're entering a tropical house. So lots of colors, is very bright, very airy as well. The check-in is done in the lobby, not at the reception, to really enforce the boutique atmosphere type, and we really want the guests to be laid back. Next picture. As you enter the hotel through the main entrance, you go towards the lobby and you will be first introduced to the tea bar, which is a new concept. So the idea behind the tea bar is that we have different types of teas which change during the day, the afternoon, and at night. And the guests, instead of presenting them with an arrival cocktail, they have a very nice welcome with a fresh cup of iced tea with different flavors. And it's open throughout the day and night. So whenever they are coming back from an excursion or going from the beach to the main restaurant, they can just come and sit at the tea bar and really feel at home and have a cup of tea. It's free, and it enforces a different type of feeling at the hotel. As you can see, the decoration is very elegant, timeless decoration. The whole property has been completely renovated, including the restaurants, the rooms, the common areas, the main swimming pool. We added a new lap pool for the guests who don't really like the seawater, but they prefer going into the swimming pool. We added a new restaurant as well, a few new restaurants completely revamped. The Cove, beautiful setting. To those of you who are not very familiar, it is probably the most private beach in Mauritius. I'll show you a picture later, with a very nice fine white sand and a good gradient into the water. At low tide, it is a bit shallow, but you can swim from the cove to the ocean, to the other side of the peninsula, where we'll go in a bit, where you have nice deep water and very, very good snorkeling spots. It is different from other resorts in Mauritius in the sense that you don't have one large beach, which probably most people are accustomed to. Will compare us to other big 5-star resorts with a long beach. It's not the case at Paradise Cove. We have, I wouldn't say narrow, but not a long beach, but it has other advantages as well, namely the privacy, the quality of the sun, while still offering the chance for a very, very good swim. So in the picture here, you have a new lap pool with a very nice sun deck and lounge chairs. And of course, being a hotel with only 75 rooms, it is, I wouldn't say guaranteed, but quite certain that you can always find a spot in the hotel where you can have some peace and tranquility, being a place made of places and not so many rooms. A few more touches that we call you and me moment, for example, you will notice in the pictures that all sun lounges come in pairs, and you won't have individual sun lounges. We really aim to enforce the romantic atmosphere for honeymooners and couples who are coming to really spend some time together. Now, moving to the rooms and suites. We have 75 rooms into 4 different categories, and all of them have a cove view, that is the sea view. Again, for the room, we have the same feel as throughout the hotel, which is really the tropical, elegant, timeless feel with very light colors and really relaxing rooms, if I can use that term, lots of wood, lots of weather. So split into 4 different categories. I'll just start by here. The picture that you have in front of you is a deluxe premium room, the starting room category, of which we have 42. So 42 starting rooms in the starting room category, which gives the opportunity for less top sales. So you're always more or less sure to have availability in this type of room. We have deluxe premium rooms on the ground floor, the first floor, and the second floor. The next room category will be the junior suite, where you have more space in the room itself and more room amenities as well. And also we have 14 of them located throughout the hotel. Next would be the Prestige Junior Suite, of which we have 17. It's similar to the Junior Suite, the difference being that they are all located on the ground floor and they have a bathtub. We don't have bathtubs in the Deluxe Premium and the Junior Suites because before the renovation, we did extensive surveys with our guests. The surveys went on for 1.5 years for a lot of guests, as you can imagine. And we really wanted to know what we were doing right and what we can do better. So one thing which came quite regularly was that most guests did not use the bathtub. So we decided to remove them from the starting room categories to give a larger bathroom for a better guest experience as well. And we kept them in the Prestige Junior Suite and the Senior Suite for the guest experience, because these types of guests, they always look for a bathtub in their room categories. Now the Senior Suite is the highest room category in Paradise Cove. We have 2 of them with a very large terrace and a jacuzzi in the bathroom, a well-appointed lounge as well, and these rooms are quite popular. I mean, because they are a really cozy feeling, and we pay particular attention to the guests of a Senior Suite, where they have a dedicated valet in the rooms. Now, moving on to the departure room. Before the renovation at Paradise Cove, we had a club lounge for guests in the Junior Suite, Club Junior Suite and Club Senior Suite. We decided to remove the club from the hotel and instead create an arrival and departure lounge, which we call the departure room. It is very unique in Mauritius in the sense that it is probably the only beachfront arrival and departure lounge, and it also has 9 individual cabins for the guests. So for example, your guests are arriving early in the morning, the rooms are not ready yet. What we do is that we will assign them a cabin with their own key card, and the cabin has a shower, a toilet, a wash basin, somewhere to charge your phone, and of course somewhere to keep your luggage. And as soon as the guests arrive, they can directly go shower because they had a long flight. They put their swimming suits on, they go for a drink at the bar, and moreover, if they are an all-inclusive, like in Attitude hotels, the all-inclusive package is available as from the moment that you arrive at the hotel and not the moment of check-in, which is 2 p.m. So they can already have a nice beer, a nice cocktail, jump straight into the water, and as soon as their room is ready, we'll inform them and we'll take their luggage and put it in their room for them. So for us, this creates a totally different experience for the guests where they don't want to wait for their room. They come back from long flight, they are tired, they want to have a shower. And as we know, some guests, they don't want to open their suitcase in front of everyone. They don't want to share a shower where 20 people have been showering before. No, this is their own cabin. It's very comfortable, very private, very clean. And I must say that it has really changed the guest experience at Paradise Cove. And the same is true in reverse as well. When they are checking out, and if their flight is in the evening, we'll just move their luggage to a cabin in the departure room where they can still enjoy the hotel facilities. Even if they're all-inclusive, they can still use the bar and other facilities. When they are ready to take their plane, they can go shower, put on their heavy clothes because you're heading back to the North Hemisphere. The departure room is completely air-conditioned, so you're very comfortable sitting with your long sleeves in the departure room. And when your transfer has arrived, we just tell you, we take your luggage directly to the car and you walk directly into your transfer and you head to the airport. So it is a seamless experience where you can enjoy the hotel even before and after having checked out of your room. Now the spa has been completely renovated as well. It is a very quiet, very tropical spa, open till 8 p.m. We use French products from 5 Monde and is very popular for our guests. It is a quite busy spa, I should say, with a beautiful setting and the sound of water to really make you relax. We also have an outdoor spa, as you can see on the picture here, in a small gazebo overlooking the ocean and hidden within the rocks. Now, in terms of restaurants at Paradise Cove, we have 4 restaurants, with 3 of them included in the dining around concept. And I must say, in terms of value for money and in terms of culinary experience, Paradise Cove is really, really up there. In terms of positioning for the hotel, I should say we moved from one entry-level 5-star, if I can use that term, to really a mid-level hotel. We are not Oberoi, we are not Saint-Gérand, we are not Four Seasons, not Royal Palm, but I would say that we are just below. And we want to offer to the guests that type of experience as well in our restaurant. So 4 restaurants, the main restaurant being the dining room, which is open for breakfast and dinner, and a la carte and buffet depending on the nights at the hotel. So again, the setting at dining room, you will see it's very different settings in one restaurant, very different decoration. The reason being that we did not want to create a canteen type restaurant. We have a cold room, a glass room where we keep all the cold dishes, your dessert or fruits in the evening or in the morning, and your yogurts and everything for breakfast. All of your hot meals will be cooked right in front of you with a chef. This gives you the possibility to interact with the chef as well, depending on how you want your meals and how you like your different meats. XO, which is a new concept at the hotel, we decided to change it from the previous XO. So it offers very healthy style cuisine, lots of vegan options with sushi, sashimi as well. The idea behind the restaurant is that guests who are staying at the hotel nowadays, they want healthy food. They don't necessarily want heavy meats, heavy cuts every day. So XO, very light cuisine, very healthy, with a lot of vegan options. It's located on the first floor between the main restaurant and overlooking the cove. And the atmosphere there is simply stunning, as you can see in the picture. On one side, you have a cove view, and the other side, you have the swimming pool view. And with the lights at night, it is simply stunning. It is a beautiful restaurant. And moreover, it is included in the half-board package. Now the Cove, which is the only restaurant with a supplement at the hotel, it offers very fine dining cuisine, seafood mostly. It is called the Cove because it is located on the cove itself, with the tables on the water, and very gourmet style cuisine. Just to give you an idea, we have had few guests who usually stay at very premium hotels in Mauritius, your Saint-Gérans, your Beroys and whatnot, and they came to have dinner at the Cove. And a few of them did mention to us that this is probably the best seafood that they had on the island. And this is really what we want to offer our guests, really the most unique experience, having dinner in the Cove restaurant at night. Now, the Stay Bar is the main bar and is also a food outlet during the day. It is a main bar with an extensive gin selection, I should say, and really a place where we decided to put many chairs together. The reason being that we found out that many couples who come for their holidays or on their honeymoon, they make friends during their stay. So you'll see, like the picture in front of us here, a big couch. Everyone can stay here, have a drink together, and during the day, you can have a light lunch. You have a light lunch at the stay bar, like your burgers, paninis, etc. That will be at the stay bar for lunch. And at night, it will also be where you have your entertainment. The music at Paradise Cove is not very loud DJ music with a lot of bass, a lot of bass, but it's always very light with someone playing the guitar or jazz or playing the piano. So a very nice, calm atmosphere, but which can become quite trendy with very nice Mauritian acoustic music in the evenings. Now, the rum gallery. We do have a rum gallery at the hotel. For the story, we used to have a general manager who was very, very fond of Mauritian rum and rum from abroad as well. And once a week, he would get all the guests together and explain to them about the different types of rum that we have in Mauritius, that we have all over the world. What makes this better than this one? Why does it taste like that? So we decided to keep the rum gallery, and we have a rum tasting for our guests. It is free if you're on all-inclusive, and a paying experience if you are on half-board. And it's really special. We did it a few times with many different educationals at the hotel. So you really learn a lot about different types of rum and why this one better than the other, which one to use for different cocktails. And it's always nice to do rum tasting, definitely. Now, the area which had the most significant change at the hotel is the peninsula, where we decided to completely change the concept of that area. So it is next to the cove, we have a peninsula, which is an elevated portion of the land overlooking the North Islands of Mauritius with a beautiful lagoon. It is a huge lagoon, about 25 square kilometers, with an infinity pool which is heated during Mauritian winter. And you can just sit there, relax, take on the view, relax on the sun loungers, and it is simply a stunning area. Stunning views. So throughout the renovation, we decided about a pool lounge where you can just relax, read your books, or enjoy your cocktails. We also have yoga classes there. We can have special dinners up there. And now the honeymoon dinners are proposed at the Peninsula restaurant. So during the renovation, we went from having one main kitchen to having 3 kitchens throughout the hotel now. That shows you the dedication that we have to really propose the best type of cuisine with the best quality for our guests. So Peninsula Restaurant is now open for lunch and dinner. It was previously called Indigo and was only open for lunch. And now we open it at night with a huge decking overlooking the North Islands with its own bar, lots of seating area, and you go to the swimming pool, you go to have a drink at the bar, you go back to the pool on the sun lounger, you go to Peninsula Restaurant where you have lunch, and then you go back to the swimming pool. You can basically spend your whole day at Peninsula, and the pictures speak for themselves. The colors of the water simply stunning. And I should add that you can enter the water directly from there, from the jetty or from the peninsula itself. And it's a really nice, deep, not so deep water, but very nice swim and snorkeling area as well. So Peninsula open for lunch and dinner with a beautiful lights at night, as you can see here. Most of the time, the rum tasting is on Peninsula Bar. And you have a beautiful sunset from there. And something which is quite important at Paradise Cove as well, very special concept, is what we have what we call our love nests. So about 20 love nests located throughout the peninsula itself, where the guests can just relax throughout the day and they won't be disturbed by anyone. They can be in the sun, in the shade, and just overlook the sea. It is a very unique romantic experience. I mean, you're there with your loved one, no one to disturb you. If you want service, you want a drink, there's a button that you press, and then the waiter arrives in a few minutes, takes your drink order, and then he brings it to you. So again, part of a you and me moments, and different parts where you can truly lose yourself at the love nest. So the picture here, I'll just explain it to you. On your left-hand side, you have the main common areas, the main swimming pool, the restaurants. What you see in the background are the rooms, which all have a cove view. And on the foreground is a peninsula with the restaurant on your right-hand side near the jetty. And on the left-hand side are the love nests. And as you can see, the cove, it connects directly to the seawater. I should add that the cove, we have 2 waterfalls where we pump seawater from one side, that is from the peninsula, into a pool which becomes a waterfall that falls into the cove. And it is a seawater deep pool where you can again relax with your loved one during the day. And important to add that in this picture, everything that you see that is blue is safe to swim. So you can swim from the cove to in front of the peninsula here, or you can enter the water directly from the peninsula and swim all around. It is a very nice swim with lots of fish around. So that's it for me. If you have any questions, feel free to enter the chat box or contact Nadia or myself. We'll be happy to guide you. Just a word, we have a few specials going on at the moment for Ravenala and Paradise Cove. You can contact your tour operator, local DMC, or Nadia. Nadia already has the best addresses for that sort of thing. And we very much look forward to welcoming your guests at an Attitude property or Paradise Cove, I hope that very soon we'll have the opportunity to go further into different properties. And thank you for your attention. And thank you, Nadia, for hosting the webinar.
Спасибо, Авинаш. Thank you, Avinash. It was really interesting, even for me, presentation, even though I recently came to see Paradise Cove, and it's really lovely. Вот к вопросу Paradise Cove, он действительно потрясающий. И вот именно такой формат отеля. Часто меня спрашивают: Надя, какой твой любимый отель на Маврикии? И хотя мне сложно выбрать одну гостиницу, да, вот новый Paradise Cove мне очень понравился. То есть они изменили цветовую палитру по сравнению с тем, каким он был, таким он был глубокие синие цвета. Сейчас он более легкий и свежий благодаря изменению интерьера. Он очень современный, с такими тропическими нотками. Он очень такой уютный. Во-первых, там нет детей, да, то есть если у вас есть пары, которые хотят какой-то элемент романтик сделать, да, то это как раз та локация. Там вкусная еда. Благодаря Авинашу мы протестили еду. Все классно. И этот отель также будет интересен для тех клиентов, которые любят глубоко плавать, да, и есть рядышком место для снорклинга. То есть вот на картинке, которую вы сейчас видите, полуостров, да, из него есть лесенки, по которым вы можете спускаться вниз и плыть. Вот как раз влево, если они поплывут, то там как раз находится риф. И с левой стороны также находится буквально 5 минут от отеля локация для кайт-серферов, то есть там прям вот они базируются на пляже. То есть если ваши клиенты еще хотят изучить этот вид спорта или занимаются этим видом спорта, да, они как раз могут присоединиться. Ну и очень интересно, я думаю, было узнать о потрясающих виллах, которые были реновированы в отеле «Тропикаль». Я его еще помню стареньким, в старой формации, и он был очень скромный. И сейчас те виллы, которые показал нам Авинаш, они действительно потрясающие, как для 3 звезды, это очень даже. Я думаю, вы согласны со мной, и я обязательно поделюсь с вами завтра и записью этого вебинара, и также информацией с инфолистами, с фотографиями гостиниц. Также предоставлю вам текущее спецпредложение, чтобы вы могли уже сделать какие-то рассылки или проконтактировать с вашими клиентами, рассказать их о этих предложениях. Я думаю, это отельная цепочка, которая не так известна, понравится вам. И maybe Avinash can talk a little bit about like a local program, a little bit more.
Well, once a year we have a program called Lucky Local, and we recently did our 4th edition. Lucky Local really is where we get our best sellers, our best partners all together. Always invite about 60 participants from all over the world. And we never had someone from Ukraine, actually. And for us, it is really an opportunity to say thank you for selling Attitude, but also for an experience, 4 or 5 nights, to really get to know different Attitude hotels and Paradise Cove as well, to understand our authentic experiences, the idea behind Attitude, what we have to offer. So me personally, we were talking with Nadia. I would be really happy tomorrow for the next edition, if we are doing one, to have someone from Ukraine who would be pushing us a lot and really give you the opportunity to really understand the hotels and, of course, to be able to better sell Attitude properties, to become a real Attitude ambassador in your country. And why not, following this webinar, if we see the numbers increase, I hope that we'll have someone to invite next time. That's for sure. Yeah.
Thank you. Смотрите, то, о чем только что рассказал вам Авинаш, это особенная программа Like a Local, то есть как как местный. Это программа, которую организовывает отельная цепочка Attitude в качестве благодарности агентствам, компаниям, которые делают наибольшие продажи. К сожалению, из Украины пока еще не было таких вот ярких представителей по продажам, да, но я знаю, что у нас есть активные участники из Восточной Европы, из Чехии особенно. Что это такое? Это программа, инцентив-программа, когда отельная цепочка оплачивает проживание 4 ночи, программу, питание, проживание и даже перелет. За этот период вы вместе с вашими, вы вместе с другими участниками изучаете продукт, глубоко погружаетесь в него. Вы также делаете разнообразные программы, да, то есть такие даже как по типу тимбилдинга. Это очень хорошо дает понимание продукта, который вы продаете, и очень мотивирует на то, чтобы в следующем году сделать продажи еще и быть частью этого сообщества, потому что все проходит очень весело, с большим количеством рома. Я в письмах, которые я писала для приглашения на этот вебинар, я оставляла запись того, как это выглядело в прошлом году, и вы можете это пересмотреть, да, зайдя на YouTube. Там есть ролик 10-минутный, который рассказывает, как это все проходит. Вот, поэтому я желаю вам активных продаж. Завтра вы получите от меня всю информацию по гостинице, контакты Авинаша и также информацию по запись вебинара, конечно же, Марина, и также спецпредложения, которые сейчас актуальны для гостиницы. Делайте свои продажи, информируйте клиентов, расширяйте свою палитру гостиниц, которые вы предлагаете на Маврикии, тем более теперь вы знаете и про эту отельную цепочку более детально. И если у вас будут какие-то вопросы, не забывайте писать, звонить, да. Я всегда буду на связи. Thank you, Avinash. So far, I don't see any questions, so we are fine. Tomorrow, participants will get thank you letter with all the information like fact sheets and pictures and special offers, everything what they need to make their first sales. And of course, now they are motivated even more with the Like a Local program.
Of course, yeah. Well, thank you, and hope to see your guests very soon at the hotel. We'll take very good care of them. Yeah.
Всем спасибо участникам. Я вижу, что пока вопросов не появилось, поэтому давайте я жду еще минуточку, и если вопросов не возникает, тогда мы заканчиваем. Wait for one more minute for any other questions, and then.
Sure.
No.
Okay.
Благодарю, Елена, Сергей, Марина, да, всем спасибо большое. Спасибо. Все, не вижу, вижу, что все благодарят, вопросов не поступило, поэтому вы знаете, что меня всегда можно найти очень легко, и можете задать ваши вопросы потом, если они у вас возникнут. Всем спасибо. Мы выключаемся. Okay, we can switch off.
Хорошо. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.